This channel is supported by my online fishing courses at saltstrong.com/Skinner, as well as my books, and you can learn more about the books at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon. Oh, this turns out to be a great trip, and it was never supposed to happen. We were supposed to go boat fishing off of Montauk. I woke up to dense fog, and that got canceled, so I just quickly threw this stuff together, went to the South Shore Bay just as the fog was lifting, and got out. And wow, this is going to work out really well for me. But first, before we get to the fishing, a word from our sponsor. Okay, real quickly here. Yes, my new Northeast Fishing message board over on Saltstrong just hit 500 members. And yeah, we post reports and exchange information, answer questions, in just a really nice, friendly setting. So this is going along great. But what I really want to focus on this week is one of the tools that's part of Saltstrong. Okay, the part of Saltstrong that I want to focus on this month is their high-resolution aerial imagery and the overlays that go with it. What we're actually looking at here is Google Earth. This is the south side of Montauk around Camp Hero. If you're a Long Island surfcaster, you may have fished here. This is pretty good, but if I try to zoom in at all, what's going to happen is I'm going to start losing, it's going to get blurry because I'm over-zooming. Now let's take a look at the same area with Saltstrong and zoom in. Now, when we zoom in, it kicks into this other mode that is just absolutely incredible, the level of detail. I mean, you can see every rock here. You can't over zoom because it won't allow you to, which is a really nice feature. Yeah, but there's other things you can do with this. If we zoom out, I mean, okay, this looks good. We can kind of get some idea on depth. We could turn on marine charts. Not all that useful for a surfcaster. However, the 1-foot contours are useful. I mean, this really gives you a great level of detail that you can use as a surfcaster. And you might ask yourself, well, hey, but can I access any of this? Well, you can scroll down here and go to public land and turn this on, and it will go out to the database and find, well, you know, what is this? And it's shaded. We click on it. We learn that it's open access. It's a state park. If we zoom out a little bit farther, we can look at some other areas here. Click on this, and we find out, oh, well, that's closed, even though Nature Conservancy owns it. Out farther, come here, we can learn, well, that's a county park. So, wow, you can learn about your access, a tremendous level of detail in viewing, in depth, really a great tool. Okay, there's a link in the video description that will take you to this landing page where you can learn more about all of the features of Saltstrong and their Northeast Fishing message board, or you can just scan this QR code and get to that page. Let's get on to the fishing. Okay, I just dropped down. Something you're going to notice me do right away here is adjust the drag on my reel, because when I bring my rods and reels home, I give them a light spray down, and then I open up the pressure on the drag so you don't keep crushing the drag washers. So whenever I first get out fishing, the drags are always loose, so that's what that's about. All right, the current is behind me. I am going into a little bit of a push from the wind, not too much. So I've got the motor running at 5 to 10% speed, just basically to knock out that wind component. So there you see I'm kind of going into a little bit. You always want to be moving with the current when fluke fishing. So this is beautiful the way this motor lets you tune that in. And I'll be at a drift speed. It's going to be about 1 to 1.2 miles an hour, just going along with the current. And here we go, first fish. Wow, that's a surprise. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a keeper. Not that I'm keeping, but that is definitely good. Oh, I'm going to get wet here. Whoa, that's a keeper. Holy crap. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Complete surprise to get a nice one right off the bat like that. First pass. I've got some marks from previous trips. Was just aiming for those marks, and there we go. I don't have to measure. That's definitely a no measure. Right in the marks. Okay, I did not bring a cooler and ice. I really rushed to put this trip together. Plus, I'd eaten fluke 2 nights in a row. I just wanted to get out fishing, and of course, yeah. Keeper right off the bat. Our limit in New York, this is Eastern Long Island, our limit is 19 inches, 3 fish per person. And I just cleaned my lens off and put right back down. Damn. Okay, a short, but hey, instant life. This is very encouraging. All right, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Okay, I drifted a little farther without any other hits. I actually had one other really tiny one, and all three were clustered, like in the same area. So I've gone back up to the top of the drift, and we'll start a second drift here. And my rig is a 3/4 ounce bucktail tipped with a 4-inch gulp grub, and then there's a 4-inch gulp grub a foot above that on a 3/0 Gamakatsu bait holder hook on a dropper loop. I'm fishing roughly 8 to 12 feet of water this whole trip. Oh, look at this. What the hell? Wow, this is a big fish. Holy crap. I have to net this one. Yeah, wow. That's a freaking big fish. So note, I just put it into spot lock. This way here, I don't lose any ground while I'm dealing with the fish. Okay, a nice solid bay fluke. You know, always a lot of fun on this tackle. By the way, that's the Dark Matter Skinner jig and bounce casting bay rod. Not the one I use out in the ocean or in Plum Gut. This is the lighter version made for this kind of fishing. Okay, 2 drifts, 2 keepers. This is the top of the next drift. And what I'm doing there is just, again, knocking that speed down. I'm going to use 5 to 10% motor power, try to get it around 1.2 miles an hour. But you know what? You're looking at your line, too. You don't want to get too much angle on the line. Turns out this speed, 3/4 ounce bucktail, perfect. But you're right up in this one spot here. Again, right away. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to motor up past where I'm starting, start a little bit earlier. I'm trying to define, you know, the area that these fish are in. I know they're not well back of me, at least, you know, where I'm fishing. So I'm trying to figure out how far up I need to go. So I started up a little farther, and now it's taken me a couple minutes to drift back to where I've been getting the fish. Right in this spot here. Right in between my 2 marks. Short. I mean, look, it's always good to keep your drifts tight over where the fish are so you don't waste time. It's even more important with the kayak because, you know, I'm going, every time I have to reset, go to the top of the drift, I can only do that at around 2.5 miles an hour because I'm going into the current. So I don't want to be covering ground that doesn't have fish. So that's why I'm really working hard to find that spot and pound that. Okay, in between drifts, I am putting both the bucktail and the teaser into some gulp juice to recharge. Also, those grubs, I just keep sticking it back on the hook, turn it any which way, you know, as long as, of course, you know, the hook is head first. And it's going to be amazing. I'm going to catch a lot of fish on this trip. I'm going to use 2 gulp grubs. That's it. Oh yeah, really nice. And there's a limit of no measured keepers. 1 hour. 1 hour. Slightly less. Yeah, like 55 minutes to get that limit. I've worked much harder off of Montauk recently to get a limit, so I'm real happy with the way this is going. And note all 3 of those keepers on the bucktail so far, not the teaser. I have a lot of people tell me they catch almost all their fluke on the teaser, and when I hear that, I say, well, then there's something wrong with your bucktail. It's probably too heavy, because you should be just about 50-50. They're certainly going to show a preference for the bucktail on this trip. Actually, what I should say is the bigger fish, the keepers, are going to show a preference for the bucktails. I see them pulling up plenty of shorts on the teaser. So I don't know how well you can see this, but on the right-hand side of my fish finder is the plotter, the tracker. And you see the blue background, but you see the red. The red are my track lines. And I'm zoomed in, it's about a 200-foot scale, so maybe we're looking at where all those red lines are concentrated. Maybe that's 1,000 feet. I don't know, but the point is, I am just burning a hole in the bottom here, just going over this same spot that I defined earlier as having the fish. Was going over it over and over and over. Yeah, that's what's working. Wow. Yeah, I got a shower. You want it? I'm not keeping.
Yeah, we'll take it.
All right. I'll come over with it. He swallowed the bucktail, so it's gonna take a second here. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some surgery here. So it's good that you're keeping it, because I don't think he's gonna survive.
How
Good.
He knew it was you. That's how I still have to watch all your stuff.
Oh, no kidding.
You know?
Oh, that's
Pretty cool.
small world, you know.
What does a kayak like that go for?
I think it's about 4,600 now.
Oh, that's not too bad. With the motors and everything?
Well, yeah, the motor's, you know, part of it, so yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't include the battery, but they're not as expensive as they used to be. Oh, good.
Well, you really got them, huh? Wow.
Yeah, that's so rare.
I caught a 31 3/4 inch,
Wow.
11 3/4 pound fluke right here, like 3 weeks ago, like right
Wow.
here.
Congrats on that, man. That's
That's a once in a lifetime.
that
It's almost 12, just shy of 12. Oh, just 12 right here.
yeah.
Wow, that's a big fish.
Well, not after what you just told me.
After what we've been catching all day.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a 24 incher, Colin.
Yeah, it's a nice fish.
Sorry,
Nice
but
to meet you too, man. I can't believe we actually ran into you out here. What's your
Almost.
tricks? What do you use? It's just
I only use that's 4-inch gulp grub on a 3/0 Gamakatsu bait holder hook and a 1-ounce bucktail with a 4-inch grub on it. Yeah, all gulp stuff.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Knock 'em dead. I'm glad you get to use the fish.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to cook them.
So I pulled up just a little beyond where I caught that one, put back down. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah. Hey, you want another one?
Yeah, if you don't mind, yeah. Oh my
And you
God!
on the
Thank you
North
so
Shore a
much.
lot more,
John.
right? Yeah, we'll leave you alone.
Yeah, look at
There you
that.
go.
Look at that.
So are these the 4-inch gloves like this?
Oh yeah, yeah.
that?
Hey, for what it's worth, I've never done well on. I do well on orange in the ocean, but not so much in the.
Believe it or not, I caught the big one.
Yeah.
On a fluke belly with the orange little gulp.
Oh, okay.
Orange little
Yeah.
gulp with the fluke, but the fluke belly's been working really well for me.
Hmm.
They seem to go for it, you know. It stays on the line. That's right.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Enjoy. Yes. That was in the bay. Where? Oh, okay. Quarter inch short, 18 3/4. I didn't reset the drift. I kept going. I'm starting to lose the tide, so I'm moving a little bit different now.
Hey buddy, how are you?
What's going on?
Not much. Just got this thing. How's trying to get used to it?
Uh-huh.
Any tips? John Skinner, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
All
your videos.
Yeah, don't let me run into you. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, you know what, like, you know, once we don't, the current I'm not too sure about right now. I think we're like right on slack.
Yeah, it's on slack.
So just look, watch, you know, watch your line, watch your fish finder. I'm almost on the motor the whole time when I'm fishing here.
Oh, you're on the motor?
Almost the whole time, yeah. And it might be like a half.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you
Like, you know,
slow it down.
well, it depends. Like this morning, you know, you had the little bit of a breeze coming in. So I wanted to, you know, take that out. So I was on like a half to 1 the whole time. Now it's, you know, the tide's going to change, so I don't know what it's going to be.
Right.
But yeah, no, these boats are just unbelievable.
Nice. What is that? The 120 or the?
Yeah, 120. It's what you got, right? Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, the bigger one would just be so heavy, you know.
Yeah.
But,
How's it going?
good. How you doing?
Nice.
That's my other boat. Yeah, I got one of those and one of those, and yeah.
You guys are making me jealous right now.
Yeah, no. Well, no. Come on, you can tune it in. Not as easily as with this, but yeah.
I just got this a couple weeks ago. I love it.
It's just such a great craft. I don't know if you use it anywhere else, but like in Florida, that's such a beautiful craft because it's so quiet.
I'm still learning. I haven't really learned how to use the fish finder. I got a Humminbird Helix 7.
Yeah, you got the same thing I have. So look, you just put it on. One side is the plotter, one side is the fish finder, you know, where you can watch your depth, and that's all I'm looking at is, you know, plotter and depth. I mean, and you know, get some marks when you catch some fish, and we're right on the slack right now, I think. Just trying to line up the, but yeah, so that's all there is to it.
You know? Hey, I gotta say, you make a damn good rod. I got the bait.
Yeah, that's what I'm using today. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah.
I bought it a couple weeks, like a week ago. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's it.
A lot of fun.
It is. What do you got there? Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get back up there and try to. That current's gonna get moving soon. It's just not really.
I watch
Don't
all
quite
your
have.
YouTube videos, man.
Appreciate that.
I'm a big fan of you.
Thank you.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, glad you like the rod. You know, those rods, I spend so much time trying to get them right, you know, and it takes time, but then once you get it, it's good.
I gotta get the heavier one now.
Yeah, that one for the, you know, the thing is, it's such a great fluke rod, but then I use it in the gut for bass, you know, which is. Okay, lost that bite on slack. It's a little bit into the outgoing. This was almost purely an incoming bite, but not quite done yet.
Not a swinger.
bright, a double limit. Really unexpected. Very pleasant surprise to go out and hit the fish like this. All right, I got one more thing to catch here. There's a kind of fish. They're very bright orange. They hang near the bottom. You got to fish them really low and slow, and I just happened to spot one here, so I'm kind of working at it now. You don't see these too often on the bottom. There we go. All right, now I can fish. Yeah, you might have noticed I had a pretty ad hoc safety flag set up there with a flag hanging off the fishing rod. Of course, it blew off, and yeah. But hey, what a great trip! What a surprise! Yeah, hopefully this run goes for a while. Okay, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out my online courses at saltstrong.com/Skinner. And yeah, check out the link in the video description over to Salt Strong and the Northeast Fishing Message Board. And don't forget my books. You can learn more about the books at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon.